this training video will show you how to connect your AP account from the TMS to QuickBooks. By connecting the account, you'll be able to sync over your payables from the TMS to QuickBooks Online. In the previous videos, you should have already learned how to connect your TMS directly to QuickBooks Online. This step you're going to learn in this video will show you how to set up the AP account so that your payables sync over correctly. To set up the account, we're going to go to the chart of accounts in QuickBooks Online. We're going to navigate there by going to the gear shift and then select chart of accounts. And then we're going to set up a new account. So I'm going to select new at the top right hand side of the screen. The type of account we're going to select is the cost of goods sold account. The detail type, you can use any of these options you see listed here. Most commonly, we're going to use shipping, freight, and delivery. Next, we're going to rename this account to freight costs. Now, it needs to be spelled exactly the way you're seeing it here. So freight needs to be spelled out correctly with the appropriate upper and lower case. Then COS needs to be all uppercase. After you fill in that information, just click on Save and Close, and the account will be created. After you create the account, you should find it on the list here. So now you see the freight cost account is there. Click on the drop-down arrow here to edit it further. Now, one thing to keep in mind is in order for this account to work correctly, you also need to have an accounts payable account set up. And it needs to be spelled exactly the way you see it here. Most QuickBooks have this already set up previous to connecting the TMS, so you might not need to set that up. But if you do set up the freight cost account and you notice things aren't syncing, I would double check and make sure you have the accounts payable account set up. Okay? So just to recap, in order to set up the AP account so that your AP syncs from the TMS to QuickBooks, and again, this is just the payables, you want to go to New in your chart of accounts, select the cost of goods sold for the account type, detail type, select shipping, freight, and delivery costs. For the name, call it freight costs, and again, it needs to be spelled out exactly the way you see it here. Click Save and Close, and you're good to go. So after you set up this account, you'll be able to sync your payables from the TMS to QuickBooks Online. Please watch the other videos on how to sync over or set up the accounts for your accounts receivable and your bill payments. Thank you.